What can I say? Can't say I'm that surprised. Hey guys, xthedarkone here, and welcome to another review of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. So let's just jump straight into it. Let's hop onto the Vrain train and talk about turn 20, Unyielding Justice. So we get the episode, it's starting up. They're still chatting away about, oh, Lord Justice, and I gotta do my shit, and tell me who that is. No, I'm not gonna tell you who that is. I'm gonna keep talking about it, and then we get banged straight into the moves again. So, as we know, when the duel ends, Ziezens pretty much got it in the bag. His monster is the strongest. One attack, and that is it. His monster has more than enough attack points to take out Playmaker's life points altogether. He goes for the attack. Playmaker's like, nope. Quick play spell lets me take this card, banish it from the field. Then it lets me summon. It lets me add a Cybernet card from my deck to my hand, and the monster I banish can come back next turn and attack you directly. And he's like, so you know, I'm preparing. So he gets his back and he summons a new monster, and then because he did that, he's able to basically save himself that turn with the trap effect that was equipped to Firewall Dragon, because it's sent to the graveyard during the battle phase. It means the battle phase is over, so he's like, oh, okay, that stopped that attack. And then Ziezens summons another token, and then plays a new card, his field spell. Can't remember the name of it, but it basically means that as long as Ziezens got 3 Tindango monsters on the field, Yusuke, Playmaker cannot attack at all. So he's essentially completely, if these cards come out, and all these cards come out, this is going to be, and they come out with the exact effects as they have in the anime, this is going to be a brutal lockdown, because he now has, so the card, Tindango monsters can't be destroyed by card effects. They can't be destroyed by battle. You now can't even attack if there's more than 3 on the field. And he still has that trap card that if all 3 of his link monsters, if all 3 of his big Tindango monsters that have a link, he can destroy the 3 monsters linked to it and deal the attack point, the attack of his monster to Yusuke's life point. So he's like, yeah. And then I'll play, and it also means that he's allowed to shift monsters. He's allowed to shift monsters on the field as well. So he can change. He can move them for different places on the field. So obviously, what he's going to do is he's going to move it to the urgent link point, summon another one. Ghost Girl explains it. You kind of see a diagram of it all being explained out. And Ziezens like, look, mate, you've just, he's like, look. The goddess of luck is on my side, mate. This is, I'm here to stop you. Ziezens, he's doing everything he can to show Playmaker there's a better way, It's like, do not become this angel of revenge. Do not go down the path of revenge. It's not the way for you, Playmaker. It's not the right way. Just don't do it. And, Yusuke's like, oh, yeah, this is definitely a duel of justice in it. It's like, but my justice, and I'm going to come out on top. That's why I'm going to win. So Playmaker summons, bring back Firewall Dragon, and then it cuts back to that other weird guy, the new boss guy. He's like, Ziezens wins, and I get all that information, and I can use that with the mess with the higher ups, get myself some more promotions. Come on, mate, get in there. Ignis is just being Ignis, proper chatting away all the time, not stopping. It's like, oh, I think we're done, mate. I think we're done. Playmaker's like, no, we can't. I can't give up. I can't give in. And they think, he thinks that they're going to, what he starts doing is he starts link summoning again, but then he link summons, his third link summon, he link summons a new card. I think it was Security Gardener. Now, the minute it said Security Gardener, I knew it had an effect like a defensive effect, because all the Gardener cards do in some way, shape, or form. So he summons that and links it to Ziezens' big monster. And everyone's like, what'd you do that for? What'd you do that for, man? Come on! You can use the effect. And Ziezens' like, mate, I'm using my effect now. Popping my effect off, destroy these 3 monsters. I'm going to take you out. And he's like, oh, well, what's this? Security Gardener can, when it's on the field and destroyed, and it negates all battle damage, effect damage to 0. Oh, is that right? Shut up, Ziezens. Playmaker's just like, look, I've just made your effect completely null and void. Just get out of it. Just get out. Just get out. So yeah, Playmakers essentially used Ziezens' best monsters effect to get rid of the 2 tokens and his own card, so he can essentially make a comeback. So he's like, right, boom, I can now attack directly. And everyone's like, oh, he's going to attack directly and win, but he doesn't. What he does instead is he uses his other monster, Summit Sorcerer, I can't remember the name, Security Sorcerer or something, and it brings back Security Gardener. Then he uses Firewall's effect, and he's like, right, Firewall's effect, because for each monster linked to it, I can add a monster in your graveyard back to your hand or something like that. So he lets him get the Angel and the Hound card back from his graveyard to his hand, which then reduces the attack of his big beast monster. And he goes for the attack, he attacks the monster, destroys the monster, and ends the duel. He goes in, the duel's over. We then, as the smoke clears though, Ziezens kind of protecting Blue Angel, because she kind of tried to intercept the blast, but he then got in front of her and he took the full front of it. He's like, no, I'm fine with it. It's virtual reality, Owie. Alright, it's not real. Calm down. And so Playmaker goes to the core center. He goes, right, Ignis, go eat. You know, have a munch down. So he's like, right, diving in, chomp chomp chomp, comes back, nice big fat belly. It's like, it's like a fruitcake. Oh, fruitcake of data, so much. Playmaker's like, it's fine, shut up, let's just go. Walks off, and Ziezens like, Ziezens like, Playmaker, like, oh, I don't understand. You could have just attacked me, you know? Why did you go for all that and just to win? You could have easily just attacked me directly and won. You had the duel in the bag. Playmaker then, At this point, Playmaker, I've not been very warming to Playmaker. I don't like his stubbornness. Like, no, this is my fight. No one else can be involved. My fight. I don't need help. This is my fight, my revenge, my whatever, my justice. This is mine. And I don't like characters that are like that. You know, you're getting these people who are willing to help, and you're just sort of pushing them away for your own selfish reasons. And I do think it's selfish. And I think Yusuke at this moment is being very selfish. But then he says this, and I'm kind of like, all right. I mean, he's still a bit selfish, but at least his logic's a bit sound. He basically says, yeah, the Hound and the Angel, they represent you two, and you two, you know, don't belong in the graveyard. He's like, this is my fight. This is my, you know, you guys shouldn't be getting dragged down into the darkness, into my darkness. You know, you should walk on the road of light. You know, this is what I gotta do. And then he fucks off. Ghost Girl disappears, and they're just, you know. Ziezens like, well, I couldn't do anything in the end. I mucked up, couldn't do nothing. And now he's like, well, you know, that's not necessarily true. You know, I now understand you a bit more, and you know, I now understand why you do what you do, and you know, so there's definitely, they have a connection, and that's great. We then cut to you know, Yusuke getting out of his bloody glory hole, private bog, whatever it is he goes into. Comes out, he's knackered. He goes, right, got this info, and Kusanagi, think that's his name. I've always called him Yusuke's mate, but I think it's Kusanagi. I'm trying to remember his name, because every time I just call him Yusuke's mate, and I shouldn't be. He's like, yeah, good job, Ignis, you did good as well. And he's like, oh yeah, I got complimented. Yeah, nice. And then they start looking at all the data, and then they find the scientist who, well, we know, the viewer knows, Revolver calls father. And we get a load of information. He's like, oh yeah, he was apparently the mastermind of the Hanoi project, and he used to work at Soul Technologies, which explains why it was on their hard drives in the first place. And again, it's like I said, I think I even said this in a theories, with the theories, you know, with one of my theories, that, you know, the Soul Technology is involved in some way, and maybe they were developing it. So maybe the Hanoi project was developed through Soul Technologies, or apparently, but then they're like, oh no, there was a whistleblower on the project. That's how Soul Technologies found out about it and then covered it up. But then they kept typing through. But then he's like, oh wait a minute, but this guy died. So yeah, apparently the guy died, but we know he's not dead, because it then cuts to what we know is Revolver's house, I guess, his home, and we see the guy who Revolver was chatting to, who Revolver's dad, and he's in that machine. And it's, I think, again, going back to a theory I came up with, I came up with a theory that a theory that I mentioned is that that is a life support machine in some respect, or maybe the body is dead but the brain has still got some activity. So he's basically hooked into that life machine, that life support machine, and is now living within the brains. Just I can't remember what episode it was, but yeah, this was something that was spoken about. We then see that guy, I can't remember his name, that guy and Revolver walking down these big steps, and he's like, right, new power, a new fight's beginning. Once this Hanoi egg is ready, it'll hatch a new thing, and he drops it down a well, or he drops it down this big shaft, and that's the end of the episode. Oh no, pretty good episode. Again, I wasn't surprised. At this point, you can never really be surprised when the protagonist wins a duel, because you kind of know he's going to win. Especially when the circumstances, you kind of know he's going to win this fight. So it's more a case of, okay, I know he's going to win, but how is he going to win? And to be fair, I like that he didn't just want to win. He wanted to win. He said to Ignis in the duel, a duel is more about deciding a winner and a loser. It's about sending a message. It's about conveying a point across, and so that I like that he ended the duel conveying a point rather than just trying to win. Again, though, it was only when you think about it, the turn though. This episode only had like 3 turns, but all in all, a fine episode. We got a lot more story, a lot more history and backstory, which I'm always a fan of. So I want to just quickly talk about a theory. Is that, yeah, Revolver, obviously we know that's his dad, he keeps calling him dad. It's either his biological dad, or he might be adopted, but let's say his biological dad for now. I'm still convinced Revolver is the kid who helped Playmaker when he was trapped, but I'm starting to think that maybe Revolver might have been the whistleblower, I think. Because it was only from the whistleblower did the lost kids get found. Maybe Revolver, who, he started feeling really bad for Yusuke, was the whistleblower. Maybe he went behind his dad's back and sort of grassed them up and said, no, this is where these missing kids have gone, and he's done it. I don't know. Maybe. It could be a good way to redeem Revolver's character, that he's not a pure villain, because I really don't think he is. I think he is a sort of good guy in his own right. So I think Revolver might be the whistleblower on this occasion, and he was the one that told Sultan Orgies or leaked it or whatever and told them what happened, and that's how it all unfolded. Personally, we'll see how it all unfolds and how it all works out. We'll just have to see. Overall, guys, again, a fair episode. Nothing major. Again, I'm still not super invested in the characters. I mean, Ziezens, I love Ziezens, and I love Revolver, because I think Revolver's cool. I think Ziezens interesting. At the moment, everyone else is just kind of doing the same tropes. I've seen that before. It's nothing new to me, so I'm just like, okay, they're doing the thing, and I'm just kind of watching it to watch it now because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not. I mean, it's not the best series at the moment. It's still not done anything to raise it up to anything more than just mediocre kind of thing. It's all right. It's fair. Room for improvement. Anyway, guys, that's all we've got time for today. I shall see you next week when we watch another episode of VRains, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.